Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we've got some Division 20 online gameplay, and we're coming up against an opponent who is a grappler and constantly wants to grapple. And I know a lot of people have issues fighting these types of players, so I thought I'd make a video on it and show you guys how I deal with it and maybe give you some potential tips and tricks. So we're in the featherweight division, and I've picked Max Holloway and he's picked Brian Ortega. So as soon as he made that pick, I knew it's one of two things. It's either he's a very good grappler and he just wants to take it to the ground and he's looking to see out the fight that way, or he's an average grappler but he just doesn't want to get taken down. So that's a tactic a lot of people use. So they'll pick a grappler that has a good stand-up, like Brian does, so that it puts the opponent off of actually taking them down, because I know if I take him down I'm going to go into his guard and that's where he shines. So as you can see, instantly as the fight started, he's already got me on the ground, which is exactly where he wants it. He fakes the first transition, gets it again, and right now it's the first round, so I need to see what he's trying to do. He's faking transitions, he seems relatively comfortable on the ground, and the one position you don't want to be in is crucifix, and that is the position he gets me in instantly. Within the first like 30 seconds of the fight, he's got me in the worst position, and because he's a Division 19 player, he knows what he's doing, so he's denying the transitions. And the main thing is, and I've been saying this, is you've got to remain calm. He's denying 2 transitions here. I'm in a lot of danger, but I'm letting him take the shots. I'm watching my head health, and I'm not panicking and just flicking the right analog to the left or right. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. So you see, I'm looking at the GA, and as soon as he strikes, it goes to neutral, and I manage to get it. So he ends up his side saddle, and he goes for the submission, which luckily isn't a joint submission. So when he's doing this, I'm thinking, right, my stamina's in a good position when he started it, so he's either got to be very, very good at submitting, or my defense has got to be very, very bad. So I'm going to get out of this, and a good way of getting out of these submissions is only turning in quarters. So you go a quarter one way, left, right, and then if they're reading it, you go a quarter the other way, and then occasionally you go half, mix up the way you're doing it. So I escape that, gets me again into crucifix, and again here I'm not worried. He hasn't done too much damage. I'm just going to remain calm. I get out, he goes, he's in side control and the elbows, and that's the main tip I'm going to give you, is you've got to get calm. So other tips I'm going to give you is watching the grapple advantage meter, so the GA meter, which is above the time and where the rounds are. That's crucial on the ground, because if you've got the GA, you know you can get that transition. And a way of getting the GA, if you didn't know already, is striking them on the ground, doing little strikes, and that should get your GA up, or denying a transition. Okay, and the GA meter will either be red or blue, and that's for the colour of gloves. So whatever corner you're in, the blue or red corner, that's how you know which one your GA is. So I know this fighter is going to want me to take the fight to the ground. We already know that. That's what he's been doing for this whole first round. He's done a relatively good job of it. He hasn't landed anything significant, but he is controlling the fight. But what we did see is when I got to the feet, I managed to do some damage. I managed to get a stun. I rocked him. So that brings me into my next tip, which is when you get to the feet, do not be scared. You have to go for it. You have to do some damage on the feet, which is what I done. I got up and went for some hooks, went for some big combos, and I got the stun. So as soon as you get to the feet, don't worry about the thought of being taken down. You just want to do as much damage as possible. But that being said, you've got to be smart. You can't just go into the pocket, start firing wildly. Pick your shots and judge how the fight's going. So another key tip I'm going to give is distance management. You need to know when to be in the pocket and when to be out, because this year on UFC you can actually deny takedowns by just walking away. by being out of their reach. As you see, look, start of this second round, he's trying to shoot, can't get anything. He's having no luck, and he's also trying to clinch, which brings me to the next tip I give is head movement. Now, if your head movement isn't good, it's something I'd say you should practice on either with a friend and just go on, do the stand and bang, and just work on your head movement. But the reason I say head movement is such a crucial factor is for two reasons. When you're on the feet, if he's trying to get the fight to the ground and your opponent can't, they're going to start clinching you. They're going to knee you high, and then they're going to shoot for a takedown because you've blocked high and they reckon you won't block low. So if you've got good head movement, every time he goes to clinch, you can slip under it, and that leaves them vulnerable for a hook, an uppercut, a body shot, and you can do damage. So your head movement being good is crucial to avoiding the clinch, because there isn't a button to deny the clinch. And another reason your head movement is a crucial factor is when you get onto the ground and pound, if you have good head movement, you can sway the straights. So it's something I feel like you guys should work on, even if you're not the best grapplers, is work on your head movement. So when you're on the ground, you will take little to no damage when they're ground and pounding you. And if you guys don't know how to block the ground and pound, you hold L1 and then you'll use the right stick and you put like, your arm up to the left or right for the hooks. And when they're throwing straights, just use the right stick to move your head and dodge the straights. So when you're on the ground, you're going to want to do three things, I'd say, if you're on the bottom and you're not the grappler, is, like I said, stay calm, deny the transitions, and look at the GA. That's a very, very important thing. And also, you're going to want to pick up on habits. So, which side do they like to go to? Do they like to go to side control? They often go to the right to go to the half guard, the left. And when they get to the ground and pound, what do? Do they hook, straight hook? Is it the left? Is it from the right? And you pick up on these little things, and it can change your whole fight. Like I'm picking up on when my opponent goes to posture up, he hooks and then goes for the straight. So I'll block the hook, I'll sway the straight, and that's it. I'm taking no damage. So although he's got me on the ground, and he will be winning this round on the scorecards unless I get a knock, that's fine. It's a 5-round fight, and I can afford to lose 2 rounds because I've just got to win the next 3. And if I can't win those 3, I know I need to go for the finish. So going into, I believe now is the 3rd round. The second round for me was really, really good because he was shooting for those takedowns and you couldn't really get them. So what he done as a high level player was he's actually switched how he's going for these takedowns. So he'll go for a takedown and he'll bail and he'll take my back. So you saw it in the second round, which was a very good adjustment for him. He took me against the cage and then he fell backwards, and then the second time he done it, he got on my back. So if you don't know, people can shoot for takedowns and they can deny their own takedown, which gets them in like the over under or the single collar, and from here they can either fall on their back or they can push you forwards. And the way to deny that is L2R2 back if they're trying to push you back, and L2R2 forwards if they're trying to get you forwards. So he made the really good adjustment of doing that, and that's a sign he's obviously a high level grappler. So again here in this round, he's struggling to get me down, and I managed to get the drop. So he's going for the clinch quite a lot now because he's realised that I'm denying these takedowns. So obviously he's making the adjustment, like knowing that he's not going to be able to take me down just from shooting a normal takedown. So I know he's going to be trying to clinch quite a lot, that's why I'm using a lot of head movement. And another thing to notice is that you can also deny takedowns from knees, uppercuts. If they land, they're going to do big damage. So that's another thing to bear in mind. If your opponent keeps shooting and you can throw in an uppercut when you can predict it, that'll hit him and it will hurt. So right here I've got him against the cage, and this is the best position, like I've been saying, in the game, because they can't move once you break their guard. And I ended up on top, but I opted to get up with the ground and pound. He shoots for the takedown straight away, I deny. And as you see now, I'm in control of this fight. I'm dictating where it goes, I'm doing a lot of damage. So I'm going to try to force the takedown out of him. That's what I want to do. I want to be in his face, I want to pressure him, and I want him to be worried. But there, he does a very, very good job of swaying and hitting with an uppercut, which hurts me. But I remain calm. He goes for a body kick, and I hit him with a big left hook, which drops him. So, as you can see, he's not bad on the feet, but his forte, he wants to be on the ground. So he keeps clinching me with his knees, but I know as long as I keep it on the feet, this is going to be my fight as long as I don't make any mistakes. As you can see, we get another drop. So I know his head health's very low because everything I'm hitting with now is dropping him, everything. And that's a result of me, all the build-up strikes. And here, I was in big trouble. So he rocks me and then I duck thinking he's going to hook, and he actually kicks me, which gets him on the ground. And he goes for the ground and pound, and luckily I sway it and there's not much time left on the clock. So this is where I was talking about picking up on habits is a good thing, because I knew how he was going to ground and pound. I knew he was going to throw straight, so I could move my head, which actually ended up saving me. So going into round 4, I'm thinking my opponent's potentially up 3 rounds to 1. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a look for the finish. I'm going to put on the pressure this round. And if I don't get the finish this round, I have to get it the next round. But ideally, I'd want it in this round because I know he's hurt from the round prior. So that's what I do. I'm pushing, but as you can see, I'm not doing it recklessly. I'm controlling my distance, and when I stun him, I'm not panicking and just like, okay, I need to get him out now. I'm relaxing. I'm seeing how he responds, and I'm seeing if there's shots I can pick out. So I'm waiting, I'm seeing if I can pick up any patterns, and as you can see, he's clinching, he wants to get to the ground. So, before this fight finishes, the main things I'd say when dealing with a grappler is your distance management on the feet, remaining calm when you're on the mat. When you are on your feet, do as much damage as possible. Watch the GA, try pick up on their ground and pound habits or submission habits, and head movement to avoid clinching and ground and pound would be good things in order to improve your ground game and remain calm against these high level players. Obviously you can work on your takedown defense in the practice mode or with a friend, which does help. So as you can see, he did dominate. Throughout the fight, 3 rounds he was on the floor, but he didn't do much damage, and when I was on the feet I done more damage, which resulted in his head health being so low. And because I knew what I was doing and remained calm, I ended up getting the finish in the 4th. So it just goes to show you that even these higher level grapplers, you just got to remain calm. You'll find your shots and it will result in you winning the fight. And my opponent was a very good fighter. Division 19, his stand up was good and his grappling was good. So yeah guys, that's the video for today, showing you a Division 19 grappler and how to counter it. The scorecards are coming up now, so thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.